If you're thinking of how cute Snoopy was, you have no idea of how much it sucks to be a beagle. We have 10 reasons why it sucks to be a beagle. Some of them funny, others are absolutely hilarious. 1. Beagles are always starving. As a beagle, my stomach's a bottomless pit. I'm perpetually hungry, no matter how much I scarf down. It's like my body is convinced there's a famine coming, thanks to those hunting routes where we had to scavenge for every scrap. My human feeds me a full bowl of kibble in the morning, but by noon, I'm whining and pawing at the pantry like I haven't eaten in weeks. I've mastered the art of pushing chairs over to raid the counter for leftovers. And let me tell you, that one time I devoured an entire apple pie left cooling on the windowsill. Epic win in the moment. But the tummy ache and scolding that followed were pure misery. Being a beagle means food is life, but it's also a constant curse that turns me into a furry vacuum cleaner, sucking up anything edible in sight. One wrong snack, like that chocolate bar I swiped, and it's off to the emergency vet. Talk about a buzzkill. Greedy and nosy, that's me, always conniving for the next bite. 2. Beagles. Howl like banshees. Beagles like me have voices that could wake the dead. We bark, bay, and howl at everything from squirrels scampering in the yard to the doorbell ringing for a delivery. It's in our beagle DNA as scent hounds. That signature beagle bay was bred to alert hunters from miles away, but in a suburban neighborhood. It's a recipe for disaster. Humans always shushing beagles with quiet commands. But how can I help it when a leaf blows by or the neighbor's cat taunts me from the fence? Last time I let out a full-throated symphony, just spotting another beagle across the street. The complaints rolled in from next door, and I ended up crated like a criminal. It's embarrassing. I'm not trying to be a rock star, but I can't hit the mute button on these vocal cords. And apartments? Forget it. Noise complaints about beagles are our arch nemesis, making us unsuitable for quiet living spaces where thin walls amplify every yip. I've tried to tone it down, really, but excitement bubbles up, and out comes the howl beagle that echoes like a foghorn. Humans think it's cute at first, mimicking my aroo sounds, but after the 50th time in a day, they're plugging their ears and reaching for earplugs. It's not just annoying for them, it's frustrating for me too, because I get punished for being myself. Picture trying to whisper when your natural volume is set to concert level. That's my life. Baying at the moon might sound romantic, but when it's 3 a.m. and everyone's grumpy, it sucks big time. 3. Beagles are stubborn. As mules, beagles are pros at ignoring commands when something better catches our fancy, all thanks to that independent spirit bred for solo hunting pursuits. Sit. Poot. Not if there's a tantalizing scent trail leading to adventure. My human drags me to training classes week after week, armed with treats and clickers. But I outsmart them every time, pretending I don't hear or wandering off mid-session. It's not rebellion, it's pure independence. But it lands me in timeouts. And honestly, winning these arguments with humans is exhausting on my end too. We're often called difficult to train because we always ask, what's in it for me? Unlike eager-to-please breeds. One session, I refused to come when called because a butterfly distracted me, turning a simple recall into a 20-minute chase comedy. Humans get frustrated, yelling about my stubborn streak. But hey, blame the breeders who made us this way. It makes everyday life a battle. Walks become tug-of-war, and commands feel optional. I've heard stories of beagles who flat out ignore house rules, like staying off counters, just because their nose says otherwise. Being this headstrong means constant clashes, and while it keeps things interesting, it also means fewer freedoms and more restrictions. If only training was as fun as chasing rabbits, maybe I'd cooperate more. Selective hearing, guilty as charged. It's like my ears shut off when convenience calls. 4. Beagles hate being alone. For beagles, solitude is pure agony. We get separation anxiety that turns us into whining wrecks when left behind, stemming from our pack hunting heritage where being alone meant vulnerability. My human steps out for groceries, and suddenly I'm pacing the floor, howling like the world's ending, and chewing on shoes as a stress reliever. One time, I shredded the couch cushions in sheer despair, turning the living room into a fluff explosion that took hours to clean. Why do we bond so hard if it means heartbreak every time they grab the keys? It's emotional whiplash. Experts say we're social butterflies who thrive on company, making us prone to destructive behaviors when isolated. I've tried everything: toys, music on the radio, but nothing fills the void like my pack. Crates help some, but feeling trapped just amps up the panic. Neighbors complain about the noise, humans come home to messes, and I feel guilty with those sad eyes. It's a vicious cycle: love too much, suffer alone, repeat. If you're a work-from-home type, great. Otherwise, prepare for guilt trips and vet bills for anxiety meds. 5. Beagles can't stop digging. Beagles have an itch to dig that's impossible to scratch. We're burrowing pros, turning pristine yards into minefields while chasing underground scents or just for the thrill. My human yells as I excavate flower beds, unearthing bulbs like buried treasure, or tunnel under fences in bids for freedom. I escaped once, embarking on a neighborhood romp that had everyone in a tizzy. But now I'm supervised constantly, ruining my explorer dreams. It's fun in the moment. That cool earth flying, paws working overtime. But the dirt baths, angry lectures, and patched-up lawns? Total buzzkill. Our prey drive makes us natural diggers for small game, but in backyards, it leads to destruction and frustration. Indoors, I dig at carpets or bedding, mimicking the behavior and earning more scolds. Why can't humans just give us a dig pit? Instead, it's bad dog and no yard time. It's instinctive, but the consequences make me feel like a vandal. 6. Beagles follow their nose everywhere. As a beagle, my super sniffer nose is a curse. It drags me off course on every walk, pulling the leash like a sled dog on a scent mission, thanks to our breeding as top trackers. My human wants a straight, leisurely stroll, but I'm zigzagging after every whiff of squirrel or old food wrapper, turning a quick pee break into an epic arm-yanking quest. I once yanked them straight into a bush, while hot on a rabbit trail, leaves everywhere, and egos bruised. Focus? Forget it. My nose runs the show, and I'm just along for the chaotic ride. Walks become battles of will, with constant corrections that tire us both out. Harness helps a bit, but nothing curbs this nasal obsession. It's why we're hard to walk. Prey drive meets super senses for maximum distraction. 7. Beagles shed. Fur like crazy. Beagles shed year-round, leaving a trail of hair that could stuff a pillow factory. Short coats mean constant molting on clothes, couches, and even in my food bowl. My humans vacuuming non-stop, grumbling about fur tumbleweeds rolling across floors. Grooming sessions feel like torture. That brush yanks at my skin, and I still emerge looking like a molting mess post-bath. Why can't I have a low-maintenance coat like some breeds? It's a fluffy fiasco that infiltrates every corner of life. Allergies? We're not hypoallergenic, adding to the complaints. Endless cleaning becomes the norm. 8. Beagles chase. Everything that moves. Beagles' prey drive is off the charts. We bolt after squirrels, cats, or even blowing leaves like our lives depend on it, ignoring all danger and calls to stop. My human can't trust me off-leash. I once dashed into traffic mid-chase, nearly causing a collective heart attack. It's thrilling in the hunt, but the scoldings, close calls, and leashed restrictions Sucks when your instincts turn you into a furry liability every outing. Backyards need high fences, or we're gone in a flash. 9. Beagles get bored and destroy stuff. When beagles get bored, we turn destructive, chewing remotes, ripping napkins, or gutting pillows like it's our job, all because our high energy demands constant stimulation. My human left me alone too long once, and I redecorated the living room in fluff confetti, scattering stuffing like snow. It's not malice. It's pent-up energy from no playtime or mental challenges. But the guilt trips, angry faces, and vet bills for swallowed junk. Being a boredom bandit is no fun, especially when it stems from our curious, active nature. Toys help, but nothing beats interaction. 10. Beagles are sneaky thieves. Beagles are masters of mischief, sneaking food or toys when no one's looking. We're food-obsessed ninjas raiding trash cans or counters with stealthy paws. I swiped a sandwich right off the table once, gobbling it down in seconds, but got caught mid-chew and faced the ultimate bad dog stare-down. It's clever, sure, but the tummy aches from forbidden feasts and constant suspicion from humans? Stealth mode comes at a steep price, turning trust into a game of cat and mouse. Our opportunistic side makes us charming rogues, but the repercussions bite back. There you have it, folks. Being a beagle might look like a tail-wagging dream, but it's a whirlwind of whines, woes, and way too much wandering. From the endless quests led by my nose to the heartbreak of alone time, every day is an adventure I'd sometimes rather skip. Next time you see me with those sad eyes and floppy ears, throw me a treat and some sympathy. I'm just sniffing my way through this dog's life, one chaotic moment at a time. If you've got a beagle buddy, give them extra love. We need it to balance the suck. Woof out!